The winds obey him. The miraculous power of Hazrat Sulaiman AS. Long ago, in an era of miracles and wisdom, Hazrat Sulaiman AS was blessed with extraordinary gifts from Allah SWT. He was not only a king, but also a prophet, and among his countless blessings was the power to command the winds, jinn, animals, and the unseen realms. His rule brought peace, harmony, and awe across the earth. One day, news reached Hazrat Sulaiman AS of a distant land consumed by chaos. A rebellious group of jinn had escaped his authority and wreaked havoc upon the people. They conjured fierce storms that destroyed homes, burned fields, and struck terror into every heart. The once beautiful land had turned into a barren wasteland under their torment. The cries of the oppressed people reached Hazrat Sulaiman AS. He knew his mission as a prophet, to restore peace and uphold the command of Allah. Calling his council of men, animals, and loyal jinn, he stood before them and declared, "Prepare yourselves. By the will of Allah, we shall tame this rebellion, for no power can stand before his command." The armies readied themselves, and Hazrat Sulaiman AS turned to the heavens. With a single wave of his hand, the winds rose to answer his call. The skies darkened, the air stirred, and a gentle yet powerful breeze lifted Hazrat Sulaiman AS onto his throne, which was carried through the skies by the winds. Behind him, a vast army of men, jinn, and animals followed, moving swiftly as though riding invisible wings. As they approached the rebellious land, Hazrat Sulaiman AS saw the devastation. A terrifying storm loomed over the region, clouds swirling like a monstrous whirlpool, lightning striking endlessly, and winds howling as though alive with anger. From the center of the storm, a voice thundered. The leader of the rebellious jinn emerged, a creature of fire and smoke cloaked in arrogance. He sneered at Hazrat Sulaiman as, "O Sulaiman, you come to challenge me? I am the master of the winds now. None can stop me." But Hazrat Sulaiman AS stood firm, his face calm and unshaken. Raising his hand, he replied, "You are but a creation of Allah, arrogant and ungrateful. The winds do not obey you. They obey the command of my Lord, who is the master of all worlds." The jinn laughed, and the storm raged fiercer. The winds roared with such force that trees were uprooted, and the earth trembled. Yet, Hazrat Sulaiman AS did not falter. With unwavering faith, he raised his hands to the heavens and invoked Allah's power. "O Allah, you alone control the skies and the earth. Let your power humble these rebels, for you are the one who commands all creation." At that moment, the winds that had been raging wildly stilled. The storm clouds began to break apart, as though the skies themselves bowed before Allah's will. The leader of the rebellious jinn trembled as the winds that once obeyed him turned against him. Hazrat Sulaiman AS commanded, "By the permission of Allah, cease your rebellion and submit." The winds roared, not with destruction, but with obedience to Hazrat Sulaiman AS. They swirled around the leader of the jinn, binding him like chains of air. His power shattered, and he fell to his knees. "Forgive us, O Prophet of Allah," the jinn cried. "We submit to you and to the will of your Lord." With the rebellion crushed, the skies cleared. The sun shone brightly for the first time in many months. The land, once barren, began to breathe again, and peace was restored. Hazrat Sulaiman AS turned to the people and reminded them, "Do not marvel at me, for I am but a servant of Allah. It is He alone who holds dominion over the winds, the earth, and all creation. To Him belongs all power and glory." The people rejoiced, and the rebellious jinn swore their loyalty to Hazrat Sulaiman AS, never again daring to rebel against the command of Allah. From that day forward, the story of Hazrat Sulaiman AS and the winds spread across the lands. It became a tale of faith, humility, and the unshakable truth that all creation obeys the will of Allah. And so, the winds carried Hazrat Sulaiman AS and his armies back to his kingdom, calm, obedient, and a symbol of Allah's infinite power.